from the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Today is Wednesday, it's the 20th of July, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner, and we are at the Art Alley, which is close to the intersection of John and Walnut Street, close to the Arts Council.
Close to the Arts Council, and we are actually in Art Alley. We will visit three alleys today. We have the Art Alley now. Next, we'll be going to Bistro Alley, next to Herb's Restaurant on Walnut Street. And then lastly, we go to a brand new alley that they're fixing up now. It's getting ready to open up in just a few days. It's called Music Alley, that will feature not only paintings on the walls, but also will feature live music at times in downtown Goldsboro. Well, this is pretty, I love this. Yeah. This is great. Sarah merits to be given a lot of credit for coming up with this. This is a wonderful idea, and we're certainly going to miss Sarah. She's resigned, and she's moving to, I believe it's Pennsylvania, so we're certainly going to miss her. She's done a wonderful job. August 18th, that's just under a month from now, the Special Olympics Wayne County will have their big golf tournament. This will be taking place at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course on August 18th, and the cost is $50 per player. Space is limited to the first 23 teams. The team is the format is a four-person Super Bowl with prizes for closest to the pin and longest drive. Time to check in will be at 11 o'clock. There's a shotgun start at 1 p.m. And if you want information about this, you can talk to someone at the Parks and Recreation Department. Talk to Delisha Lee at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation. They're in the phone book. Or you can go to GoldsboroParksandRec.com. And it is .com. GoldsboroParksandRec.com. Get more information about that tournament. It's coming up, Wayne County Special Olympics, Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course, August 18th. Okay? All right. Hey, so you think you got talent? Ha! I didn't mean to say it quite like that. Lookers on. We've got Friday, October 7th. This will give you plenty of time to practice and rehearse and all that you got to do there. At 7 o'clock at the Base Theater. Now, on Base, the doors will open at 6:30. Everything begins at 7 o'clock. And everyone is eligible to participate in this talent show on Base. Active duty military, and there's also a civilian category as well. There's two categories, active duty military and civilian, for ages 16 and older. Now, the talent categories will be dance, voice, variety category, instrumental category, rap, groups with a maximum of 5 participants, dancers and comedians, and spoken word and other novelty. Where in the world would we find a comedian in this town? I have no idea. Okay. We got auditions at 6 p.m. at the Base Theater, September 5th, 7th, and 8th. Got it?
Got it.
You going to try out for any of this right here?
I don't think so.
I like spoken word. You could do spoken word.
Right.
You could do a novelty. You could do instrumental. You could do comedy.
Sure.
Stand-up comic. Right. Okay. Beak Week is coming up. The Arts Council of Wayne County currently accepting vendor applications for Beak Week. City of Goldsboro's third Beak Week Festival. Beak Week Festival will be held Saturday, September 10th at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Center Street, downtown Goldsboro. This is a fun event. A fun event features a day of live music on 2 stages, count them, 2 stages, kids activities, adult activities, food activities, and art activities, okay? The Arts Council is looking for vendors of handmade goods and homegrown, locally grown produce. Vendor spaces are 10 by 10. The cost is $50. So if you have any questions about this, deadline's August 1st. Have any questions, call the Arts Council of Wayne County, 919-736-3300, 736, what's the number? 919-736-3300. That's what I meant to say.
That's it.
That it?
That's it.
That's it. Thank you. Okay, what else do we have here? We've got,
July 20th.
well, that was yesterday. Today's the 21st. Today's Wednesday.
Today's the 20th.
Is today the 20th? I don't have my calendar. Well, let me check my calendar here. Oh, yeah. I've got today is the 39th. Today's the 39th of July, huh?
Today is 20th.
Today's the 20th. Today's the 20th, and that means that tonight, or actually at noon today, which is like tonight in some places. Goldsboro
Only in Wayne's World.
well, that's right. It's Goldsboro Wayne Purple Heart Foundation will have their meeting today at noon o'clock at the Veteran Services Office at 2001D East Ash Street, Goldsboro. It's in the old Nash Printing Company building, right there next to the Senior Center on East Ash Street in Goldsboro. The Goldsboro Wayne Purple Heart Foundation meeting today at noon. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, what else have we here?
Don't forget National Night Out.
Oh, yeah. When is that?
August the 2nd.
August 2nd. Okay.
From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Vendor setup is at 5:30. This will take place at Herman Park, and it is to help make your community strong and safe.
That's exactly right. Very good. Sponsored by a whole bunch of nice people. Tuba de Noosa, right?
Tube the Noose.
Tube de Noose. It, if you want, you know, they've had canoeing on the Noose, cruising the Noose.
Cruise the Noose.
Whatever. They've had cruise the Noose. Now you're going to tube the Noose. Your tube, your transportation, and your T-shirt, your TT&T, all furnished for only $10.
There you
10.
go.
That's a T for the 10, and the T for the tube, and a T for the transportation, T for T-shirt. So you got 4 T's there. So tee up and get ready. August 13th at 9 o'clock. Register online at, get ready for this, register at racesonline.com/events/tube-the-noose. No, tube-the-noose. Okay, or even better, go to parksandrecreation.com. Goldsboro parksandrec.com. Goldsboro parksandrec.com. Okay, we're ready?
We're ready.
Here we go. We'll be back with more from another location. We're going to go to another alley, a bowling alley. No, wait, we don't have a bowling alley, do we?
No.
Okay, not here. We're going to go to our program, and our program today features the generous donation made by the Maxwell family to kind of get things really pumped up on our new Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center. That's what today's program is all about. So we'll be back after the first segment here on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Good morning. I know it was kind of a long recess since Tuesday, but we did recess the meeting the other day. There were a couple items that we couldn't get to the other day, and first one in particular, we didn't quite have the contract ready to move forward with. A little bit of background, you know, a little more than 3 years ago, our chairman at that time, Steve King, asked me if I would, and some of you already know this, revive an effort that's been going on for about 20 years in this county, and it's the Regional Agricultural Convention Center. And I took on the task, and I brought in a lot of interested parties, and I bet you were sitting in the room who were part of that, and I certainly appreciate you being here this morning. After bringing all these folks in, and then bringing in our legislative group, who have been very supportive as well, and I want to give a special recognition to Jimmy Dixon, because he's really worked hard to help me with this effort. He really has, and I want to thank Jimmy for that. But anyhow, we began to put partnerships together, and I want to thank the city of Goldsboro for stepping up, and we are a big partner in this, and thank Scott and tell the mayor as well that we appreciate it. And it got this effort moving forward, and it got a lot of traction. As you probably know, it costs money to build these things, so we had a private fundraising going on both for Impact Wayne and for the Regional Agriculture Center. And again, I was approached by many of the leaders in this community, both agribusiness and other businesses, that asked me, well, what you going to call this center? And only one name kept coming up over and over and over again, and that is the Maxwells, and very deservedly so, because they represent what I think agribusiness is. And having said that, we've got to approve a contract this morning, and I'm going to ask Mr. Board Parker if he would to kind of cover the contract and hit the highlights, if you would, sir.
All right, this is an agreement between the Maxwell family and Goldsboro Millie and Wayne County. The facility will be named Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center. The Maxwells and their companies, Goldsboro Millie, are going to contribute $750,000 to assist in the construction of this building, and the building will be perpetually named Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center.
Is there a motion to approve?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. It gives me great pleasure. This has been going on for a long time, and so I feel honored to make this motion to approve this contract.
We have a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to make one.
Yes, sir.
This has been talked about for a long time. I mean, it was discussed several times when I was on the planning board. And it's been said in the past, a project this big, the county could not have done it by themselves. The city could not have done it by themselves, but with a joint effort, and then with citizens of Wayne County, like the Maxwells, that I've admired for a long time. Used to haul grain for them when they were on North Center Street. That's been a long time ago. But I just want to thank the Maxwell family and thank the city of Goldsboro and all the farming community, which is well represented this morning. I just want to thank all of you, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Anyone else?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I think it's a natural fit because agriculture is the #1 commodity in Wayne County. So why wouldn't we do this? It's been going on for a long time, as already been mentioned, and certainly there's a lot of people have come together to bring this to where it's at today. I want to especially thank the Maxwell for stepping up to the plate and being, being a big part of agriculture. As already been said, your companies represent what agriculture is in Wayne County. So I'm really pleased that this is happening finally. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to say this before we approve the contract. My good friend, former Commissioner Andy Anderson, he was part of that group that was working on this thing way back in the day. So thank you, Mr. Anderson, for being here.
Yes, sir.
This is a very exciting day for all of us, and I'm excited and ready to see some earth starting being moved out there in that area to get this project going. And to the Maxwell family and all of the Goldsboro Millen family, my sincere thanks and gratitude to y'all. Thank you very much.
Well, I would just like to echo what everyone else has said, but additionally, it will have a great, beautiful building. I'm sure the family would be always proud to have the name on it. I certainly would if it was my name on it. But more than that, it'll bring a lot of great activity to this area, and we'll promote everything that we're about, which is to improve and highlight Wayne County, and that's a good day.
Okay. Got a motion on the floor. All those in favor, raise your right hand, please. It's unanimous. In the audience today, we have Mr. John Pike representing the Maxwell family, and I know he wants to say just a few words to us. So if you'll come on up, John, we'd appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And my comment's going to be very brief. I do have a statement that there's several copies floating around. But bottom line, what I want to do is thank you guys and the city council and everybody involved for the opportunity, because we're honored, but we're very excited at the same time, because as already been mentioned, I think there's some great opportunities, not just to honor folks, but to bring people together. And there are going to be some, I think, some aspects to this project that will come out later in the realm of maybe agricultural education that we're very excited about. And I think you'll be hearing more about that in times to come. The other thing that we're so excited about is that 2016 is a special year for Goldsboro Milling Company. It marks our 100th year anniversary. And so that's something to be excited about, and we'll be sharing more about that probably at the groundbreaking and maybe some other times too. But again, the main message this morning is to thank all of y'all and the city for coming together and making this thing happen and letting us be a part of it. We're very grateful for that.
And we certainly appreciate your coming because this promotes agriculture in the best way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we are in the Bistro Alley, no relation. This is on Walnut Street. It's right next to Herb's, Chef Herb's Restaurant, and it's right here, and it's got, as you can see, all kinds of paintings on the wall, and this is a kind of a travel alley, wouldn't you say? I mean, we have Durango, Mexico. We have Ireland and Greece and Thailand and a whole bunch of other stuff here. But this is an interesting as well, right off of Walnut Street, and it goes all the way through to the other side. And you're going to hear some construction here in a few minutes, so it's not my knees shaking, but it's actual noise and construction going on in the next building over. But anyway, let's see what's special about today. Shall we do that? Today is July 20th, 1969. You know, you don't. July 20th, 1969, a very special day in history. Very special. You have any idea what happened? I mentioned this yesterday. July 20th, 1969 is when Neil Armstrong stepped out of the Houston, we got a problem, a space capsule on the moon, and stepped down, revealing his boot print in the moon dust right there. It happened on this very day in 1969. That's a pretty good while back. That's a bunch of years back. I'm not doing the math. But anyway, that's why today is Space Exploration Day. Today is also Moon Day, International Cake Day, National Lollipop Day, and Take Your Poet to Work Day. I will take my work to Poet Day if I only have a way to get my poet to work day. He did say, so you see, I say.
Wayne,
thank you very much there. Hey, that's all right. That's all right, leave money. That's right. Anyway, that's today. Today, the 20th of July. Also, again, want to remind you it's been hot and it's going to continue to be hot. We will have rain. We had some rain yesterday, late in the afternoon. Not everybody got rain, but there was a bunch of thunderstorms in the area, and I hope you got through that okay. The walk and roll coming up. The next walk and roll series is tomorrow. That will be at the Seven Springs History Tour. That will be in Seven Springs. That's why they call it the Seven Springs History Tour, and they're going to be looking at history. Anyway, it's tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. in Seven Springs, right there at the, you remember where we did the show at Seven Springs along the river?
Yes.
Okay, that's where they're going to be, right there at the boat ramp. All right. Also coming up next week, next Thursday, Jim Quick and Coastline. All right, now let's go to our trivia question. Here's a trivia question for today. The category is U.S. history. Here's the question. Hawaii is the 50th state admitted to the Union. Alaska was a state immediately prior to that, the 49th state, if you will. What was the state immediately prior to Alaska? In other words, of the 48 contiguous states, what was the last one to join? Of the 48 states, what was number 48? The last one. And I'll give you the answer to that in our next segment. Well, what do you say? Time to go?
Time to go.
We're having a ball with this today because we're looking back in time over the last several months at monies that have been given to help with the naming rights of the new Wayne County Maxwell Agricultural and Convention Center and Farmers Market. Thank you. It's a long title. Anyway, A few minutes ago, you saw the Maxwell contribution, and coming up, we've got more just ahead on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
At this time, we're going to, I'm going to turn this over to Commissioner Pate, in which he's going to make a special recognition.
Good morning, everybody. As we go out the door there. Before I go into it, we have been working on a capital campaign, which is still sort of ongoing for the Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center. And we've already had the naming rights for the center for the Maxwell family. And now we have another contribution, and it's coming from Mad Carolina. And I want to recognize Dave Corbin, President and CEO, whoever that, I figured it's you guys were sitting there. Tim Pace, Senior Vice President, Eldridge Westbrook, the Regional Board of Directors, and Robert Winters, the Loan Officer. I want to give them special recognition and accept and recognize Ag Carolina Farm Credit for its $50,000 contribution to the farmers market at the Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center. And I put that in the form of a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. We do, in fact, have a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion on the motion? Being none, all those in favor signify by raising your right hand. And I think these gentlemen need a round of applause.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to offer them an opportunity to come up and speak if they'd like to do so.
Please do.
Thank you. I'll be real brief. We think this is a great thing for Wayne County. It's a great thing for the farmers in Wayne County, and we're proud to be a small part of it, and we want to thank you all for your leadership in doing this. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We're going to come back down. We need some pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same job.
Do we need to push together a little bit?
Turn sideways.
Sideways.
That'll hide my stomach.
And just for everybody's information, anyone that would like to have their pictures taken, it's $50,000.
This is a special recognition for a donation that's being made to the Agricultural Convention Center. G&M Sales, and I'm a good friend of Santa Murphy. I've known her for several years now, but I did not know her father. He was ill at the time that I first met her, and I really didn't know anything about him. But Marcia did some research, and I want to tell you a little bit about G&M Sales. In 1958, Dutch Garner and Bill Melson formed G&M Sales of Statesville, North Carolina, to assist in selling and servicing the poultry industry. The following year, they asked Ralph D. Johnson, that's her father, sales representative for livestock and poultry vaccine and drug company Whitmore Incorporated, if he would like to relocate from Ontario, Canada, I didn't know she was born in Canada either, to join their company. He agreed and joined the partnership in Goldsboro, North Carolina location, right across the street from Mr. Mayo's business. Later, the Dutch family sold the Goldsboro location to Ralph, and the name was changed to G&M Sales of Eastern North Carolina. Over the next 20 years, Ralph opened 3 additional locations in Ahoskie, Rose Hill, and Clinton, North Carolina. Together, they service Eastern North Carolina with the most brands of poultry and swine equipment. Upon his passing in 2004, Ralph left the business to his daughter and president of the company, Sandra Murphy. Within years of service and work ethic instilled by her dad, Sandra has continued to make Jenny themselves a driving force in the poultry and swine industry, and she is now making this thing grow even more. She couldn't be here this morning because she had to work, so she asked me if I would say a few words on her behalf, because the room that's been has been named in the memory of her father, Ralph Johnson. So, thank you, Sandra and Jenny and Sales. The second one we're doing is another good corporate friend of Wayne County who's given dollars to the Agricultural Convention Center, is that of My Olive Pickle. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that, and we really appreciate what they're giving us, but I think I saw someone come in that might have a few words to share with us, or you want me just to finish up, Lynn?
Well,
Come on up. I like putting her on the spot. She's done it to me a few times.
I was just going to come. Anyway, yes, this is our 90th anniversary. The Mount Pickle Company was established back in 1926 by local business people for the purpose of creating a new market for local farmers. And so we have been at it ever since, and today we are the best-selling brand of pickles in U.S. grocery stores, so that's an awesome thing. But we've always had a really deep and abiding relationship with our community, and that's because that's where our roots are. So our participation in this effort is an extension of that. We are very proud and pleased to be a part of it. We think it's long overdue, and so we are grateful to be here today.
Thank you so much. It's a great contribution. By the way, theirs is for the lobby.
So you can see us when
Thank you. Here's when you have a picture taken. You look great.
We're going to try the testing camera this time.
You may have to put a camera in the budget.
We made that Oh, look at that. Worked like a flash.
For $100,000.
Now we're in a brand new location. This is going to be Music Alley. That's why the walls are bare. They don't have anything up just yet, but they will have. This is going to be a very unique location. Pat, they're going to have music in here. They're actually going to have live musicians or semi-conscious musicians in here playing music, live music in Music Alley when it opens, and it'll be opening in the next few days.
Wow.
Well, it's going to be great.
It will be.
All right, let's continue with a couple things we want to cover for you. All right. I mentioned this yesterday. Finding Health Information Online is a program being offered by the Goldsboro Public Library at 1001 East Ash Street. And this was yesterday, which gave way to today, which means that today's program is the Goldsboro Teen SRP Taekwondo. Today, you can get a kick out of free Taekwondo lessons. That's today. Goldsboro Teen SRP. I'm not sure what SRP means. Standing room batonly. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, that's Taekwondo free, and you have to register for this. It'll be between 3 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. So call the Wayne County Public Library, 919-735-1824. And when you get that number, 1824, dial extension 5116, 5116, and then you sign up for that, okay? They want you to register for that. Also at the Wayne County Public Library, tomorrow, Thursday, a children's gardening event. It's called Horticulture. What's that? Anyway, it's for pre-K to first graders from 9 until 10, and then second through fifth graders from 10:30 until 11:30. And you can call the children's department at 919-735-1824. Extension 5105. That's Thursday. That's tomorrow. Third through fifth grade guys will get to read for fun, get to talk, and actually get to play loudly. Now, when did you ever know of a third to fifth grader who didn't play loudly? Also get some snacks, and sometimes they're going to actually be able to smash some things. Boy, this is my kind of thing here. Anyway, 3rd through 5th grade boys, Guys Read, it's called. It's the Wayne County Public Library, Thursday evening, rather. It starts at 7 p.m., 919-735-1824, extension 5121. And then this Saturday, they've got a program for everyone. They want you to register for this. It's called Internet Basics. So between 9:30 and 11:30 this Saturday morning, you can register for this at extension 3 at the library. Learn internet terms, definitions, browsers. What's a browser? Menus, web addresses, search engines, mega search engines, directories, and deleting your browsing history. It's very important. Every time I leave my computer, turn it off, I delete the browsing history. Well, how do you do that? You'll find out this Saturday at the Wayne County Public Library. And then coming up Saturday, July 23rd also, Zumba. Go to the library's website, wcpl.org, and get more information about that. Isn't that where you go?
Yes.
Yes. That's where you go. All right.
Go back to the 21st, which is a Thursday. They had the state parks program that was coming up. It has been canceled.
Has it?
It has been canceled.
State Parks program at the Wayne County Public Library has been postponed due to a change in presenters.
Yes.
They're not presenting. A new time will be announced when a speaker becomes available. This was scheduled for for Thursday, rather.
At 6:30.
Tomorrow. And tomorrow night at 6:30. So don't go if you plan on going. But if you want to go, go anyway. But don't expect to see this program. Right. Right?
They can do it.
Oh, yeah.
A book and read.
Go to the library if you want and read a book. What's that all about right there? Read that right there. What's that all about?
At the Board of Commissioners meeting, which was on Tuesday, we had Shelton Smith came in and was talking about Wayne the Bell, which is a book that he has written about the Wayne County.
All right, now wait a minute. What's the name of the bell?
Wayne the Bell.
Wayne the Bell.
Yeah.
A ding-a-ling.
Wayne Alley.
Hey, I understand. Hey, I understand. Huh.
The bell is actually located in the Wayne County Courthouse.
Right.
In the atrium.
Oh.
And
not on the 4th floor.
Not on the 4th floor, no. Beginning in the late 1800s, Wayne, the courthouse bell, it kept,
I knew that. Yeah.
It kept the residents of Goldsboro and surrounding Wayne County informed whenever court was in session and anytime activities downtown required him to sound off. Despite 100 years of courthouse fires, demolitions, and relocations, Wayne survived by being moved from one location to another until he was rescued, preserved, and permanently placed on the display where he quietly marks time and oversees daily activities for residents and visitors to his beloved Wayne County Courthouse.
How about that? Wayne the Ding-a-ling. Wayne the Bell. Wayne the Bell. I got it. I got that. Hold that right there, okay? All right. Here's the answer to today's trivia question, just in case you were wondering. Okay? Category, I had it right here a minute ago. What was the question? Here's the question.
You should know the question.
I do know the question, but see, I forgot the question. All right. Prior to, everyone knows that Hawaii is the 50th state, right?
Yes.
Alaska is the 49th state, right?
Yes.
Okay. I asked the question, what was the state before those two? In other words, the 48th state to join the Union, which was the last state before Alaska joined the Union. All right, it was 1912, as I recall. All right, the last state was Arizona. That's it. New Mexico before that. Anyway, that's the trivia question answer for today. And we're going to do this again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll be here at 7 a.m. It repeats at noon, then it repeats again at 5:30 p.m. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.